to Emo and Eyes Nerd Time with your hosts, Emo Peanut, Eyes of Black Sand.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Nerd News with your hosts, Emo Peanut and Eyes of Black Sand.
Hello.
And tonight, we're probably going to do a shorter little episode for you guys. The news is a little slow.
A whole lot of slow.
And Emo has our first story up tonight.
I do. Mr. Big Cheese, Nintendo America, the Terminator known as Reggie Fils-Aimé is retiring.
It's a sad day.
It's a sad day. The news came out a couple days ago, and they couldn't have picked a better replacement, considering the name. The man's name is Doug Bowser. Such a fitting name. Bowser's going to be leading Nintendo.
Right.
God. But Reggie, he was part of some of the best things about the recent history of Nintendo.
Yeah.
Was it 12 or 15 years he was with
I think so. Something like that.
Dating back before the original DS.
Yeah.
No DS. But he's been a part of it for a long time. And definitely looked teary-eyed when I found out that he was leaving.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo, they've had a lot of really good products, and he's been one of the people that was, advocating games for everybody, and he helped push a lot of stuff through. So I wish him the best of luck, and all the luck to Mr. Doug Bowser as well.
Yeah, definitely an outstanding character in the gaming world. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. But yeah, I mean, it sucks. It does. I do hope that I don't know. I mean, I don't follow Nintendo as much as I probably should, but definitely well put together group of people.
Yeah, he will. His official last day is April 15th.
Okay.
So he's still got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But now he'll have a lot more time to just chill and spend time with his family.
Absolutely. Yeah, we wish him the best.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait to see what Bowser can bring.
Yeah, right.
Maybe he can bring us the games we're looking for.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Like, hurry up and just give us the Metroid already. Like, I know that doesn't have anything to do with Fils-Aimé or Bowser, but come on. You scrap the entire project to start it again. Come on, guys. Yeah. We just give us something.
Right.
Give us something. We need it.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to get some. I mean, they got. I know Nintendo's got quite a few titles coming out this year and early next year, but
yep,
not too many that really took my eye, with the exception of the one that we talked about last week with the new Legend of Zelda. What was it? Link's Awakening.
Yeah, Link's Awakening, and I can't wait to see what Microsoft is doing, because there's a new partnership there, and supposedly the rumors are Xbox Game Pass may be playable on Switch.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard a few different rumors. I don't know, of course, I don't know what's true and what's not. I do know that they've kind of, I guess, quote unquote, confirmed the fact that you'll be able to pull up like your achievements and your like talk to your friends and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I don't know.
That would be amazing for Xbox Game Pass to come to the Switch.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love it, just because the fact that I'd be able to, download and take my Xbox games wherever I would want,
Yeah, it seems how Microsoft has really never had a portable console, have they? I don't think so.
Actual portable, like, home console, no. That was what the Wii U was supposed to be, and it never happened.
Yeah.
The Switch right now is their first on-the-go traditional home console.
Well, yeah, for Nintendo, but what about Microsoft?
Microsoft has had nothing.
That's what I thought.
The only thing you could do is play, whatever cross-platform games or whatnot off the Windows Store.
Yeah.
On a laptop or something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be exciting.
Well, yeah, 'cause I could play Gears on the go.
Right.
Granted, I don't exactly know how well that would work, because considering what Xbox Game Pass, you would have to be online.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they could make some sort of adapter or something for mobile network, or you're stuck to some sort of public disease-ridden public hotspot.
Yeah.
As you know, you gotta use your computer rubber for them places.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But speaking about Microsoft, reports are out, and there's rumors that Microsoft may be debuting the new Xbox console this year at E3, which is what I've been saying since last E3.
And launching, and with Halo Infinite launching with it.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Halo Infinite will be on Xbox One, supposedly, but also I'm assuming it'll be some sort of like close to or right at a launch title for the new Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly the new Xbox, there's two different versions.
Oh geez.
There's the new Xbox, they're code named differently. I don't remember what the code names are exactly.
I thought one was Scarlet.
Yeah, it was Scarlet, but I think now they're two different code names.
Gotcha.
I don't remember exactly, and I don't have it pulled up, which I should. But Review Tech USA did a video on it. One is going to be not quite as powerful. It'll be about the same or a little better than an Xbox One X. And it'll be priced cheaper than the next high-end Xbox. And it will be released with no disk drive, so it'll be all digital download based.
So they better give us a sizable hard drive.
The specs that were leaked only have it at a 1 terabyte NVMe drive.
No, it's better than a 500.
But my thing is if it's an NVMe SSD that's internal, I'd just swap that bad boy out.
Yeah.
And put a different NVMe in it.
Yeah.
Or do a mod that I think you can do it. Do an NVMe to SSD.
Probably, yeah, something like that.
But anyways, that's the smaller version of the new iteration of Xbox. The bigger one will have it's a 1 terabyte as well. but it's got a disk drive and it's like 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Okay.
And the new iterations of the Ryzen CPU.
Okay.
And it is supposed to do native 4K 60 resolution.
Nice.
Yeah. Whereas the less one will, from what I heard, will not support 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Or it will do 4K, but not at 60.
Right.
And it'll be 1080p all day. So
okay.
let's hope we get a lot more news coming E3.
Oh yeah.
That'd be really nice.
Mm-hmm. Now I have something that's a little interesting here.
Yes.
Valve apparently is removing all non-gaming content from their platform.
Yeah. As far as we know, it's confirmed now that it will be, from what I heard, just video stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard telling what they will do. Like, I understand why, because like people don't want to buy their movies through Steam. They don't.
I didn't even know you could until like last year. I seriously did not know that they had movies on Steam.
I don't even think they like supported new releases of
I don't
movies.
know. I know like whenever they did their Steam sales, they never mentioned anything about movies. Like, hey, we have movies on sale too. It was just it was just games.
No, they never. Yeah, they never advertised movies or video. Never. It wasn't a thing to them. Yeah, just like nobody's gonna care if you're removing movies.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. If there's people that are gonna outcry for that, then they need to find something else.
Go use Voodoo.
Yeah, they need to go find something else.
Buy them. Yeah, go to Voodoo. There's so many different ways to get them now. You can get them on Xbox,
dude.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you can't buy movies on the Switch yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to get your movie fix. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, they're supposed to be focusing on gaming, which is good. I mean, it's a gaming platform. You buy the games on it, you play a lot of them with it. So hopefully they take that and then kind of put a little bit more into their structure. Get rid of big picture mode, please, Steam, because nobody uses that shit. At least I don't use that shit.
Mode. Big picture mode for me is iffy because I still use my Steam links from time to time.
Yeah.
That and sometimes I have to, in order for Steam to recognize my controllers, I have to go into big picture mode and figure them over. It's weird.
That's what I mean. Like, they should eliminate it and go about things differently. Like, don't force big picture mode onto us. It's just because half the time, like when I use it, it lags, and then you gotta shut it down and restart it. It's a mess.
So I pulled up Steam here real quick, right? Mm-hmm. And they have already removed it's gone. They're done.
They're all gone.
I'm pretty sure because I am not seeing any kind of movies or anything on Steam store.
Yeah.
They're gone. I don't see them. No, I mean, like they removed them a while ago, and I just never paid attention.
Well, the story itself was from like 2 days ago, so
they probably already removed it.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they were already in the process of. I'm guessing it's not that hard to do.
Yeah. It's literally just remove the option.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I'm sure, like, people that bought movies through them will still have access to them, you know?
Well, yeah, I would imagine.
Yep. They need to do something like the movie thing is one thing, but they need to fix a lot of other things.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like, there's a lot of other things they can focus on.
Yeah, hopefully they can focus more on like easier publication for developers.
Mm-hmm.
So these companies will stop specifically running to Epic.
Yeah. Make it a
Come
little
back
bit
to
easier
Steam.
to do your games there, because I mean, Steam's a big platform. They have, thousands and thousands of games, and then like, I mean, we talked about it in a previous episode how Epic came out and just kind of, they offered a little bit better incentives towards developers to publish their games through their platform. So I think, Steam, with them removing the movies, I would assume it's a little bit less maintenance on their end. So they could focus that time and money towards other avenues, maybe, releasing the choke on the, the what do you call it? The payouts and whatnot, like how much they receive versus how much, the developers receive. But, we'll have to wait and see.
Yep, absolutely. So, switching from movies, we're gonna go back to games here. There's a new mod for the recently released Resident Evil 2 remake on PC. Now, we have already gotten a topless Claire mod. It's already happened. But now there's a mod for Mr. X that strips his clothes off and puts him in a banana hammock. So X is going to give it to you, all right.
It's
this big old flippy noodle laying out for everybody to see.
It's pretty funny because in this one still image, I haven't played the game, so I'm guessing the female is Claire.
Yes, it's Claire.
All right, so Claire is, she's pointing a gun at Mr. X, and he's just standing there in flip flops and a thong, and he's got his fist clenched, and he looks so uncomfortable. Like he looks chilly. Like he's really cold. He's uncomfortable. He doesn't want to do this. Claire's forcing it on him. It looks like it's an unsolicited act. Like, it's being forced upon poor Mr. X, and he doesn't know how to take care of it.
It's just an umbrella banana hammock.
But then again, if I scroll further down on this page here, we have what's the guy's name?
Leon.
Okay, so we have Leon, and he's also pointing a gun at Mr. X. Mr. X is standing there. He's got one hand up, kind of leaning on a wall, and he's standing there all nonchalant. He looks a little bit more relaxed when he's near Leon.
It looks like he wants a little taste of Leon.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm guessing in this.
Of all the things to mod into the game. Oh my god, a banana hammock for Mr. X.
Yeah, it's hilarious. The only thing that could make it better is if they threw some pasties on him.
Some nipple pasties.
Yeah, that would be too good.
Oh
too
goodness. Some of the mods out there, I swear.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know how they do it. I mean, any of you listeners out there, if you mod games, hats off to you, because that's some of these mods I've seen are amazing.
Oh, like I've researched the making mods, and it is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So like that's again like you said, man, hats off to people that create skins and stuff for mods and stuff for these PC games. It's a lot of digital sculpting.
Yeah. Good work.
Like hopefully in my future career I'll be able to do that.
Yeah, right. That'd be cool.
Considering I'm going to school for game art and production.
Right.
Yeah. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna move us into the next story here with
Fallout 76 news about mods
again.
And,
Fallout 76.
This poor dude. Okay. So Fallout 76, Bethesda. That's who did it, right? Fallout's Bethesda. Yes. Bethesda banned this dude permanently. Okay, as I don't know if he's unbanned or not, but he used 3 different accounts to transfer ammo and stuff back and forth between characters. He spent over 900 hours playing Fallout 76. So I can pretty much say he's probably one of the most dedicated Fallout 76 players.
Yeah.
900 hours. They banned his account because of they were I do believe that he was duping items, which is cloning items through I would say, like, I wouldn't say scummy, but
it was
cloning items through unintended shady ways.
Yeah, it was an exploit that people found out, and a lot of people did it unintentionally. But then of course there was a lot of people that did it intentionally. So
and I know you said because you play Fallout 76, like we've said in other episodes, you couldn't even get around somebody that was duping on purpose because your game would lag.
Yeah, the server would become so laggy that it would basically come. Sometimes it would crash, but usually it would get to a point where it's like, all right, who's doing it, and somebody would either fess up and drop it, and spread it amongst the peoples, or destroy it. So, but
this guy's account, his main account, had 140,960 and ultrasight rounds. Ultrasight ammo.
That's a lot.
His secondary account, had 150,000, almost 151,000 rounds of 45 ammo, 225,000 rounds of ultrasight ammo, 72,800 5mm rounds of ammo, and 56,000 5.56 rounds of ammo. This dude was a walking militia.
Oh yeah.
And he wasn't duping items. He collected this ammunition through playing the game. And I suppose what happened was they seen 3 accounts transferring ammo back and forth.
Yeah.
And he did come out and say that he was doing it by dropping and picking up. He wasn't using trading boxes or whatever they are.
Right.
So it was very fishy looking. He said it was a more conventional way of trading between the characters, because the actual trading system, I guess, is wonky or messed up or something.
Yeah.
It's tedious. So he was doing it the quick way and just dropping it. He would load both characters into the same server on 2 different instances, and one character would drop it, one character would pick it up, and then he would go put it in a storage box.
Yeah.
So his account was banned because of it.
They did say, it does say in the email though, that his account is banned until there is a fix.
Yeah.
Until a future patch, and then his account, his accounts, plural, his accounts will be reactivated.
Unbanned.
So
yeah, hopefully in this next patch, he'll get his accounts back, because that's like, I understand, like, actively looking into what he was doing, but just to ban his account straight out and be like, listen, you're duping. So I hope he gets his account back, because that's a lot of time spent playing.
It does. If you read further on, it does say that because the patch has been in place and he still hasn't had access to the account.
Yeah. I hope he gets his ban. I hope he gets unbanned. His account's unbanned.
I mean,
I guarantee he has the most hours logged into this game. I guarantee it.
It's a hard decision, because if you look at it, if you look at the numbers as they're displayed in the email, you're like, oh, yeah, he's definitely doing something shady. So I kind of understand it on Bethesda's terms, but you should also kind of take his story as well and be like, all right, we'll put you on a 30-day ban, and we'll take half of your ammo, or whatever, something like that. I mean, don't just ban him and then patch it and then don't give him back his account, because the kid's already spent money. Yeah. He's put in hundreds of hours into your game. So yes, he did do a little bit of an exploit, but I mean,
now, the way he was doing it, I do believe is not an exploit. It's just an unconventional way of doing it. So he wasn't breaking any of the law, any of the rules. He was literally just dropping it and picking it up with another character.
Yeah.
So somewhere in their detection, it's seen it as duping.
Yeah.
Now, I personally haven't played the game, but I may pick it up one day when it's a lot cheaper than it is now, because I've never been a Fallout fan. But to spend 900 hours on a game, with multiple accounts, like granted, he was doing it, like I said, in an unconventional way.
Yeah.
But if his story is true, then they need to give him his accounts back, because he wasn't doing anything against the rules. He was getting the ammo the way it should be collected, through exploration. And he was just doing it on multiple accounts. And I'm sure he found a way to grind ammunition from certain places, I'm sure it's not the first game that's had some sort of exploit like that. Like the last big one I remember was Destiny.
Yeah.
They called them loot caves or whatever they were. But I'm sure he's with over 900 hours. I'm sure he's got it down to a science, like where to go at what times.
Yeah.
To get the maximum amount of ammo or loot or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
If he was doing it, if his story's right and he was doing everything correctly and not doing anything shady, then I would just be like, well, you need to start using the trade system. But then they need to look at how messed up their trade system is.
Yeah, I know.
not that it's messed up, but it needs to be more fluid.
Well,
you know?
it did have issues in the past. I haven't played it in a while, but I know in the past that when you did do trading, there was an exploit to where you could actually trade with somebody and steal all their stuff at the same time.
Oh wow!
So that was a huge issue. So when people were dropping stuff on the ground to trade, that was the main way of trading. Instead of just doing a direct trade, they would, okay, what do you want? They'd drop it on the ground, and then they do the trade. Because you could literally just go up, and because both of your characters' information is on the screen, you could just sit there and click, boop, 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 I want that, take their shit, kill them, and take off.
Oh wow!
So yeah, that was the main reason why people started doing the dropping on the ground stuff.
Yeah, because then they wouldn't be able to get your items. Correct. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like they need to focus on game mechanics rather than keeping some dude's accounts hostage.
Yeah, they're doing a little bit at a time, but there's still issues.
Yeah, if that was me, somebody would be getting a very nasty phone call.
Oh yeah.
I would be livid. It's like the most time I've ever spent on a game. I think I have like 340 or 370 hours clocked on Rainbow Six Siege. And that's the most time I've ever put in a game.
Yeah.
But this poor guy. But following the same modding route, people that play Minecraft, with the recent patch, have found out how to put animated paintings in their worlds. But what's funny is they're also finding out that you can put full-length movies on these paintings. So, in a sense, people have figured out that you can create TVs in Minecraft.
Yeah, this, in my opinion, this is absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, I thought it was awesome.
I mean, they've already used this game to teach kids how to code.
Yeah.
And this is just another thing to kind of show off the abilities of what on the surface looks like such a simple game.
Yeah. That's amazing. It really is. Like people figuring out ways to create like computers and calculators and all this other stuff. Like now there's TVs and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Like Minecraft is such a big game that you can do stuff with, and here I am over here like, oh, I want to build a town.
Yeah, right.
And then it's like, hey, I did such a good job, and then you get on YouTube and it's like people create like giant maps from like Game of Thrones, and it's like, what I did is piss poor, and compared to that,
right?
I don't have that attention span. I couldn't do that. Build giant towns and villages, like one-for-one recreations in Minecraft. I couldn't do it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, some of those, like the Hogwarts castle and shit like that. Like, oh my god,
I couldn't do it.
The dedication is unreal.
Oh yeah, oh my god, I couldn't do it. Another thing that I could not do is spend $700 on a free-to-play game. I could not do it. So, this story, because like I've been playing a lot of Apex, I really have, and I haven't really progressed as I would want. And I want the cool items and rare items and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna spend money. I'll just unlock it through whatever. This man spent. Okay, this 24-year-old.
So he's an adult.
He is an adult. Spent $700. Okay. To get one item. $700.
It wasn't Casson, was it?
No.
Shout out to our buddy Casson.
That poor guy. We got him in all sorts of games. But no, this guy's name was Cole. He's 24. And that's all the information I'm going to give about him. $700 for one item in Apex Legends. And my first comment on it was, these skins have no monetary value. They're just cosmetic skins. Okay. And to spend $700 to get one skin, it boggles my mind. It really does.
So
there's so much other stuff I could spend $700 on.
Yeah. So listeners out there, to kind of put it in perspective, if you haven't seen this or heard this story already, the reason why he did this is there's a less than 1% chance of dropping said item that he was looking for. Although you are guaranteed to get one after you open 500 boxes. So yeah, that's what he did. He bought 500 boxes to get one item.
So my thing is from the reports and stuff that I've said and what I've played, there's in the Apex, there's no such thing as a duplicate item.
Okay.
So how many boxes did he have to open to equal $700? He's pretty much got everything unlocked in the game at this point. Has to be.
It was 500.
It was 500, not $700.
No, it was 500 boxes.
No, it was 500 boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, so from what I've heard about it, about the way the boxes work, 500 boxes, you're guaranteed no duplicates, and I guess you're guaranteed at least one legendary.
Yeah.
Which to me is
he was looking for an heirloom set.
Yep. It's one box that contains a banner pose, a melee weapon skin, and an intro for the character race. I guess you get everything in one box when you open. I have no idea how that works. He got everything in one box. I guess that's what the picture shows, anyways.
Yeah. But he goes on to say that once I bought now this is coming from Cole. Once I bought my first bundle, my brain became wired in a way that I wasn't going to stop until I got the heirlooms. And then he goes on to say, the feeling of going box to box wasn't even enjoyable. As I opened more and more crates, I would move on to the next crate and skip over the new items I got entirely if I knew it wasn't the heirlooms. Not even unboxing the rare and legendary items excited me. Wow.
Sir, you have a problem. You have a gambling problem, sir.
He says, He also says he hopes that this post will help prevent someone from doing the same thing I did. Mr. Cole, I highly doubt somebody else is going to do that.
I would hope not.
Unless they're like a big time like YouTuber or streamer that has that kind of money to do it. I don't see it happening.
Hey, you know what? Anybody out there, if you're willing to give up $700, we have a Patreon and we do accept donations.
Yeah, it'll get us better equipment, sound dampening surrounds. That way you guys don't hear the background noises of, you know, my children or Emo's children or, you know, whatever the case may be. Just go on to Patreon and search for Emo and I's Nerd Time, and support a good, wholesome family news channel.
And we could always split it up between our Twitch channels as well.
I've given up on Twitch.
That way. I've thought about streaming again. It's for me. It's that lack of motivation, I guess, to push that go live button.
I mean, I know recently they've done. They allowed affiliates to gain more emotes, which is awesome. And I'm glad for that. I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
But honestly,
it's gonna give me more work.
Well, yeah, but the competition out there is so strong, and I know any of the listeners, if you guys dabble in streaming or YouTube or whatever, it's hard. It really is. I got into it thinking, I didn't think it was easy by any means. I just thought that it would be a little bit more fun. Kind of walking that ladder up towards the top there or whatever, but it's really disheartening. It's really discouraging. Some people can do it. Some people can just power right through it and keep going and get over the hump, and before you know it, they got a few thousand followers and a couple hundred people watching them at a time. But I don't know.
I was the same way. Like I lacked motivation.
Yeah.
And that want to stream just kind of died. So the little bit of want that I had left, I turned it around and now I do graphics for people. So
yeah, and we do podcasting, which is kind of a perfect fit for the both of us.
It's so much easier because I can just talk to a microphone,
right?
And you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, we don't have to look pretty.
Exactly. All right, so the last thing we have to talk about in this shorter episode, there was a 1960s kids show called The Banana Splits. It was a hit with kids. It would be comparable to what we had in the 80s and 90s of like Fraggle Rock and Eureka's Castle. It is going to be reimagined as a horror movie.
This is going to be exciting. Well, because it kind of falls along the lines of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie that we've kind of been waiting on, that we really haven't heard much from lately.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a good fit.
It'll probably come out before the freaking Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
More than likely. Depends on who picks it up.
I'll watch it.
Oh yeah, I'll watch it too. I'm
all for horror movies. I love me some good horror movies.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I have to sit down because the only thing I know of the Banana Splits is the theme song. And
I do recognize the characters. I don't think Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't on when we were alive, because it was from 68 to 70.
Yeah.
It was only 2 seasons. But I do
Yeah.
recognize the characters from other things.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be exciting watching these oddball characters running
Absolutely.
around murdering people.
So I was looking up the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and supposedly it's supposed to come out this year.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a link to that you can send me real quick?
It was just a little like
blurb?
a fan wiki thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
I'd like to see some news on what's going on with it, because the last thing I knew, it was dropped for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then picked up by a different director, I do believe.
I think so. I think I saw it, whatever, in a tweet.
Yeah.
It was either from Scott Cawthon himself, or it was from one of the producers or whatever that was working on the film.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like early to mid last year is when I saw something like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I figured. I mean, unfortunately, the FNAF hype has died down quite a bit. I kind of wish it would have came out during its prime.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a thing. I mean, the lore behind it is really good. I enjoy it. I think it would make it like me and the kids have read the books. I think all of them except for the newest one. And
yeah,
they're excellent. I mean, they're excellent books. It's really good lore. It's really cool, especially since how like it all kind of starts around the 1980s, which would be like close to our time. I mean, definitely my time, close to your time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I'd like to see something come of it at least.
Yeah.
I mean, they made the Slender Man movie, which apparently bombed. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it. I'll watch it when it hits Netflix or Hulu. I'm not paying to watch that.
No, I thought it was on something. I thought it was on like Amazon or something. I don't remember.
I have no idea.
Anyways, yeah, I'll definitely check it out when it becomes free.
So I was just checking Twitter at nearing the end, like I always do for new stuff. And supposedly there are 8 new legends or 8 new characters coming to Apex Legends.
Nice.
There's Blackout, Crypto, Saria, Jericho, Nomad, Octane, Prophet, Rampart, Josie, Schooner, Template, and Watson. That's a little more than 8, I think. But people are data mining it now and figuring out that there's more stuff on the way. Mm-hmm. And I remember I was talking to, I think it was Ren yesterday or something like that. I'm actually kind of excited to see a game pass of sort, like a battle pass of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Come to Apex.
I would definitely get into Apex if they had a different mode.
Like a Titan battle or some sort?
No, well, like, I mean, kind of like, I don't want to say it because then people are going to crucify me, but like, kind of like Fortnite's 50v50 type of deal.
Yeah.
Like bigger teams, or, like an objective based type of deal. I mean, I guess it would kind of turn it into a full-fledged just regular game, but I'm just not crazy about BR, and I want to play the game, but it's just BRs. I don't like them. I don't like them.
Yeah, it's definitely one of them niche kind of games.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy BRs. I was just never good at them.
Yeah, I'm not good at them either. That's why I don't like them. And it's a legit reason. I do not like a game because I'm not good at it. It's a perfectly good reason to not like a game.
It is indeed.
But,
Very good.
I mean, well, I shouldn't say not like a game. I take that back. I don't like the genre, is what I mean to say, because Apex Legends is an excellent game. PUBG was an excellent game. It really was. It had a lot of bugs, but it was a good game. Fortnite, it was a good game. I mean, the building aspect of it was really tough. And that's
good when it was good when it first launched because nobody knew how to build.
Yeah, that's when it was good for me because nobody knew how to build.
And then everybody started figuring out how to build, and when they started nerfing and buffing guns, it went for me. And then I'm just like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that I was bad at it. I was mediocre.
I was bad at it. I couldn't build.
I got some second place solo wins, or second place. I have solo wins. Listen to me. Second place solo placements. So I was getting better at it, but just it's the building. Like if Epic came out and said, "Hey, we got a mode where there's no building at all," I would go back to playing Fortnite.
Yeah,
I would.
God, you know how many people would be lost?
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
Oh, my God, they'd be lost. Oh, everybody's just on the ground? What kind of game is that?
What? I'm not in a 1x1? 200 meters in the air? What? Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah,
PUBG just
PUBG kind of opened the doors to the BR, and at first, I really liked it. I played a few games with friends, and then I played some with you guys, and it was fun because it was real serious, and like you really had to kind of slow down and focus.
What made it fun for me was squads.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I did not like solos.
No. Solos was scary.
Yeah.
Solos was too scary. Like you're just there by yourself, and then you just constantly you're listening.
Yeah.
For every little thing.
I got a couple second place finishes on PUBG. It's just people, it's so sweaty and try hard on
it. Yeah, it got real bad.
Oh, Jesus, calm down, people.
Yeah, they did. Did they bring out custom matches for regular people yet?
I don't know. I don't keep up with PUBG news.
Because I know like streamers. Certain streamers I've watched in the past, they have access to custom modes, and they would, get all their supporters to get in the match with them, and they'd play a match with all their friends and supporters. And I thought that was really cool. Yeah. If you could do a custom match just to kind of, monkey around and have fun with it. But I don't know if they released that to the full public or not yet.
I do not know. But one thing that did kind of interest me was the new creative thing for Fortnite, like people creating different music, like tracks and stuff in it. I think that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything that anything that promotes creativity, I think, is really really good in my book.
Like I'm still waiting for the Save the World thing to go free to play so I can play it.
Yeah. Apparently, it's supposed to be this year. I guess.
I hope so, because I'm not spending money to play the Save the World thing. It's supposed to go free to play, and it was supposed to have already went free to play.
Yeah, it was supposed to be last year, and then it was supposed to be beginning of this year. Yeah.
Now it's just, we'll do it when we're ready.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it already.
I don't know why they got it.
I don't know why they haven't done it already.
Yeah, all they gotta do is turn off the payment thing. Like,
yeah, it's like
all you gotta do.
what money you are going to make from the Save the World, you've already made.
Oh, they've already made it 10 times.
Their money
Tenfold.
comes from. Oh yeah, their money comes from the 100. You know,
Mhm.
it's like just make the other. It's free to play. Just make it free to play.
Yeah.
I mean, for crying out loud, even Counter-Strike is free to play. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Really?
it's got to be basically just delete the if then the that code
Yeah.
pretty much.
Not kidding.
If you pay $39.99, then you get the game. just delete that code right there. That's all you need to do.
Yeah. We got an article here. People have gotten Android OS to run on a Switch.
Nice.
That is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how long do you think it'll take Nintendo to, patch it?
It depends
Nintendo's
on.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it probably depends on whether or not it would take away from anything that's already on the Switch.
It's running a full version of Android that pretty much turns it into a phone/tablet.
Oh, Jesus.
So that would give them access to all the internals of the Switch.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then, yeah,
Yeah, because all you would have to do is root it.
yeah, they'll probably patch that pretty quickly then.
Yep. So, all the companies now have decided to release their foldable phones.
Yeah, I've seen that. Samsung has one now.
Samsung has one. Huawei has one. There was another company that had one. I don't remember what company it was right offhand. My thought is I'm staying as far away as I can from these foldable phones.
Yeah, they look like a mess.
Why? Because it's only a matter of time before that hinge breaks.
Well, it's only going to be rated for so many folds.
Yeah. So, like, how many folds do you got before your foldable phone becomes a floppy phone? You know?
Yeah, I mean, you have a finite amount of folds before it just cracks.
Yeah, and it doesn't even fold flat.
No, there's
There's like, from what I was seeing, there's like a half inch to a full inch on the bend side, and it's the size when it's folded. It's like the size of a freaking Note, a Galaxy Note.
correct, which in turn creates a weak point.
Creates a weak point, and it's very uncomfortable to put in your pocket if you can fit it in your pocket.
Yeah, I don't get the whole practicality of it, to be honest with you.
You're like walking around with a 10-inch tablet on the side of your head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay clear.
Yeah, we already have tablets. If you need to do like business work, just bring a tablet.
Plus it's that phone is like $2,000.
Yeah, fuck that. Buy a laptop.
I just bought my okay, so they don't know this, but we both just upgraded to Google Pixels.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the first Google Pixel, and you bought the Pixel 3.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love my Pixel.
Oh, same. And I came from Android or Apple. I'm sorry, I came from the iPhone.
You went from iPhone, and I came from Android.
Yeah, I completely jumped ship.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I absolutely love my Google Pixel.
yeah, it's amazing. The Pixel 3 can be a little buggy from time to time. When you unlock it, it might it kind of lags a little bit. But other than that, there was issues with cell tower connectivity. So I would get like a lot of drop calls or little to no service inside my home. But Google just released an update for that last week, which improved it.
Nice.
It improved it a little bit. So that got better. But I mean, other than those two minor things, It's I absolutely love it. I would definitely recommend getting one if you're able to. It's a really good phone.
Mine, I haven't had any issues with mine at all, except for the one little issue today. When I went to turn on Bluetooth tethering because my internet was out, it dimmed and locked, and wouldn't unlock the screen. It wouldn't even recognize that I was pushing the lock button on the side. I had to hard reset my phone.
Wow.
And that's the first time I've had it happen, but I rebooted it and it's fine.
Yeah, it's an Android thing. It's an open source, so it's gonna have some bugs now and then, but generally they're easily fixed.
Yep.
So,
but I recommend picking up a Pixel. I got my Pixel for what? It was like 125 or 150.
Yeah.
And I know you can find the Pixel 2 and 3 for what, like 250 to 300.
The 3.
The 3 is more like 350.
No, the 3 is more like between 6 and 800.
Oh, okay.
And then the 2 is definitely around the between 150 and 350 mark.
Yeah. I recommend getting a Google Pixel.
Yeah.
Love it.
Not a sponsor, by the way.
No, they are not sponsored, although I would love for it to be sponsored by Google.
I would definitely love to have Google.
We're open. We're open to some sponsors.
Absolutely.
I think the only other thing I would want to talk about today is the laws for loot boxes in games could change. 'Cause I just remembered about it.
Yeah.
The laws for loot boxes could change to where they could be removed altogether. Almost. And to me, I mean, I really don't care about the loot boxes because I was never one for purchasing them.
It's an option. It's not forced upon you. You don't have to buy one to play the game.
Yep. The only time I bought loot boxes, I think I bought them one time for Overwatch, and I only spent like $10.
Yeah, I definitely limit myself to under $10. To 10 and under is my limit.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I was just talking to Ren yesterday. I told him I wouldn't mind paying $30 for the Founders Pack for Apex. Just because I think it should not have been a free-to-play game.
Right.
Like, I'm very glad that it is a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
But with what there is now and how the gameplay is and how the game functions, it is a very well-polished AAA game.
Yeah.
They should have charged $30 for it.
Oh yeah,
all day.
It definitely
$20 to $30.
Oh yeah,
they should have charged for it. I'm glad that they didn't. Again, and I was telling him, I said, I'm really thinking about buying the Founders Pack. It's $29.99 just to support the game because it is such a good game.
Yeah.
Like it's the first battle royale game where I want to get back in and I want to continue to play,
Right.
So I'm probably gonna end up buying the Founders Pack.
Nice.
For that. I'm still not buying any characters yet, though. I think the only one that I would get would be Caustic.
Yeah.
Just because he's got giant fart clouds.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I'll have to get back into it and check it out. Shortly.
It's a fun game. It really is. I'm probably gonna end up playing it tonight.
Nice. I just might join you.
So,
but
that appears to be everything that I've seen for news.
Yeah.
This week was slow.
It's a dead news week.
Yeah. It really was.
But if you guys like the shorter episodes, if you guys like, the 2-hour episodes, by all means, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter.
Yeah.
At Eyes of Black Sand or at Emo Peanut 987, or at Emo and Eyes Nerd Time. Any one of those on Twitter. Hit us up. Let us know what you think. Give us some feedback. We love feedback.
Yeah, we love it. We'll accept anything but a dick pic.
Exactly.
Don't send none of them.
So I guess that's going to be all for tonight's episode of Emo and Eyes Nerd Time. And we'll catch you all next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, if you find our podcast enjoyable, feel free to follow on here, as well as our YouTube channels.